Welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Terri Buryanov, but you can call me Terri B for short. It's way easier to pronounce. So why am I starting a YouTube channel? Well, I've been told it's the thing to do. Honestly though, I do believe if you're passionate about something that can add value to someone's life or inspire them, you should feel obligated to share it with the world. And that's how I feel about endurance sports. I'm not a professional cyclist or triathlete, but those are the things I'm most passionate about. I'm also super passionate about health and wellness, and I spend an overwhelming amount of time as an average person studying, reading books, and listening to podcasts. So I have developed a lot of knowledge that I know has helped me stay healthy during the extreme amount of training I put my body through. Almost every day on my journey to becoming the healthiest, strongest, and fastest endurance athlete I can possibly be, I learn something new that really blows my mind. Every time I learn something like this, something that helps me so much, I always wonder, why isn't this common knowledge for everyone already? Well, it's probably because there is so much science in sport, and one thing I noticed from following different doctors, influencers, researchers, is they all don't necessarily know each other. And if they don't know each other, they can't share their knowledge with each other to make their knowledge more widespread. Also, there's a lot of conflicting data out there, so it's almost like you can decide what you want to do, and you can find someone credible to prove you're right, no matter how extreme it may be. It's a crazy world of debate out there when it comes to the proper way to train, eat, and also recover. So I would like to use my voice only to share my experiences, and I will be completely transparent about what works for me, why I decide to do the things I do, and the results of my actions. I'm an age group triathlete, which is someone who races for fun. Some age groupers have other reasons they race, but we all have one thing in common. We're not pros. I actually started cycling just a little over 2 years ago and was able to completely avoid becoming a triathlete until this past summer. Want to know what happened to my willpower to resist? I signed up for my first Ironman 70.3. The details on the reasoning behind that is a long story that can be told another day. Anyway, 2.5 months before the race, I decided to get serious and I took on a coach for this race. The ultimate plan was to be one and done. Okay. So I may not be an average age grouper who just goes out there to finish a race so they can say they are an Ironman, or in my case, half an Ironman. I went to do the 70.3 in Traverse City, Michigan, and I ended up qualifying for the World Championship in New Zealand in 2020. I snatched up the invite as soon as it was offered, and I didn't think about it until later. I have to do another one of these. Needless to say, I have continued with my training. I even did a few more races since then, got on a few more podiums, gained some new knowledge. I've done a lot more suffering. Fell a bit in love with the sport perhaps, or maybe it's just lust. The desire to see more results and to see how far I can take this and what I can possibly accomplish. One thing I noticed while posting my journey on Instagram is I get a lot of messages asking me how I train for certain disciplines. How am I able to keep a positive mindset about my training at all times? How my nutrition plan plays a role in my training, and many other similar questions. I actually get a lot of these questions, and like I said, if anyone has a passion about anything, they should share it with the world. The easiest way for me to do that is actually in video form. Plus, I listen a lot to Gary Vee, and he makes me feel guilty for not starting a channel already. Also, my husband, who's actually editing this video for me, has been making fun of me, asking if season 3 of my vlog is about to come out yet, because it's taken me so long to get started. I should actually be working on a season 3 by now. But in fact, here's my first one. Better late than never, I guess. So I do plan to continue this path to becoming a decent triathlete. Maybe more than decent, actually. My mindset won't let me stop until I'm the best I can possibly be. I'm fairly new in this sport, but I feel confident I'm surrounded by the best people helping me to stay healthy, fit, strong, and just mentally prepared for everything. But I know a lot of people out there are doing everything on their own and don't have a strong community like the one I'm fortunate to be a part of. Maybe you're coming to YouTube for motivation or just to learn. If you want to learn proper techniques for triathlon, you would follow channels like Triathlon Terri or the Global Triathlon Network. If you want to share the journey with someone who is figuring things out as she goes and loves sharing her knowledge, then I might be someone you will enjoy following and maybe even go on this journey with me. Social media has been such a gift to me on this journey. The cool thing about endurance sports is there's just so much positivity and support, and I genuinely made some awesome friends just through Instagram. I met athletes and regular people of all different skill levels and with different goals and dreams, and I love following their journeys so much just on Instagram and Facebook. I really cannot wait to see where this YouTube journey will take me. So please feel free to subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. I'm also dabbling a bit in TikTok as well, so feel free to follow me there too. And never hesitate to reach out to ask me any questions. You only know what you know, and you won't know more until you learn it. And you won't learn it unless you ask or get lucky enough to randomly find out. But asking is a much more efficient way of finding out answers. I promise to do my best to keep it interesting and honest. And perhaps my journey to the World Championship this year will inspire some of you to get out there and just push yourselves a little extra harder each day so you can reach your true potential as well. I know I still have a long way to go, but I'm not going to stop until I get to wherever that is. After all, it's all not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? So I can't stop. Okay, go back. Just go. Because I'm waiting to start. You're not recording though now.